What is up, everybody? I'm Mr. Bobley, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Alright. What the fuck? Alright. I don't know if these are the final rounds. Because if these are the final ones, I want to do them in, not the same order as before. Well, maybe. I don't fucking... No. No, I want to do them in a different order. But I don't know. So I guess we'll just kind of go... You know what they say about third dates, they get pretty serious. Are you sure this is your Dream Daddy? Okay, so I guess these are the final ones, but I'm going to do each one of them anyways. So I'm going to do this in order of, I'm going to forget. Okay, here's the order I'm going to do these final episodes. I'm going to do Hugo, and then Damien, and then Matt, and then Craig, and then Robert, then Joseph, then Brian. Just because Brian's my favorite this whole time. So anyway, so let's get started on this. Let's go on Hugo's. Okay, wait, did I save it first? I probably did, but I'm going to save it again. Alright, let's go on the final date. Ever since the first night at Shark Cutie's Pies, Hugo and I have made a point out of weekly visits to trivia night. Easy, breezy, beautiful has come in first place ever since, despite Provolone 2 lost New York's continual efforts to dethrone us. I've been able to do a complete overhaul of the interior of my car thanks to all of Phil's auto care gift cards we've received. Air fresheners, card chargers, you name it. Amanda's riding in the lap's luxury. Aside from the trivia nights, I don't actually get to see Hugo a lot. The end of the school year is coming up and he seems to be having a lot of trouble dealing with the stress of teaching. I should do something nice for him. Maybe help him out, take his mind off the screaming teenagers. Books. He likes books, but I would have no idea where to even start with that. He probably reads more books in a month than I've ever read in the past year. I know he's really into wrestling, but he's been reluctant to talk about it since he showed me his wrestling room. I know he's kind of shy about it, but maybe... Whatever, let's roll with the dice. I think I have a plan. Hey, alright folks, looks like we finally have the points tallied. We're ready to announce our winner. You know who else is a winner? Me, because I finally seen just how beautiful and loving my wife is. A few weeks ago, all the regular stage 10 intervention for Quizmaster Quinn, we sat down in a circle and told him that we wanted to see him be better and love himself. He agreed to start going to couples therapy with his wife, and last time he told us they adopted a dog together. I love you forever, my queen, my Quizmaster Queen. I can't tell which version of Quizmaster Quinn I prefer. There were things to like and dislike about both, huh? And the winner is the fourth week in a row, easy breezy, beautiful. Hugo and I cheer our small slices of camembert, and I go to accept our gift card along with an uncomfortably long hug from Quizmaster Quinn. May easy breezy beautiful's reign be as long and wonderful as my marriage to my beautiful wife. We make our celebratory round of high fives for the rest of the teams and sit down to finish our cheese board, savoring every last bit of burrata with pesto and slices of tomato. Hey, I got a surprise for you. For me? Yeah, and for once it isn't more cheese. Hey. Well, if you think you can somehow top that, be my guest. I pull out a book that I've been carefully hiding in one of my pockets and slide over to Hugo. Oh. Hugo picks up the book and reads the title aloud. Harry Butt's Crapper Keeper. I wanted to get you a book, but I figured you probably already own every classical piece of literature, so thought this would be fun for when you're pooping. Hey! Hugo laughs. You should flip through it. Hugo looks up at me and raises an eyebrow. After flipping through a couple of pages, he finally comes across the small gift I strategically hid inside. Yes! You're kidding me! Hugo looks around, worried that he made a scene. He leans in. You're kidding me. Hugo pulls out the wrestling tickets I hid inside of the Crapper Keeper. This is to the World Federation of Wrestling Power Slam Series. You've been working so hard lately, I thought you'd like them. Like them? Oh. I love this. Thank you. But wait, there's two. Yeah, I figured we could go together. What? You'd go with me? Heck yeah! I'd need you to explain the finer points of wrestling to me, though. Hugo gets up, walks around the table, and effortlessly picks me up in a big bear hug. Has he been this strong the whole time? Hey! Thank you. I let out a little squeak to sort of say you're welcome. Holy shit! It's the night of the Power Slam. Hugo shows up at my doorstep in a loud, oversized wrestling tee. Pablo Escobar, genuine, something boy, wrestle boy. He's a little blushy and extremely cute. We drive about an hour to another city for the big event. Hugo spends the entire ride teaching me the basics of wrestling and the terminology I need to know. So, It's fake, right?
Oh.
Well, yes and no. While wrestling in the act of hurting another wrestler is fake, the work requires remarkable athleticism and oftentimes results in actual injury. Those people are getting hurt, sure, but not in the way we're led to believe. Historically, wrestling as we know it today was created by carnival workers to fix gambling, and the people who actually believed it to be real and would bet on these matches were called marks. The way we know that it's technically fake but still choose to suspend our disbelief makes us smart marks. So, I should be watching for the acrobatics, and the tension, and the drama, and even the storylines. I think that anything or anyone can tell you a good story. You just have to look for the story. Even something like what we're about to experience will tell a phenomenal, sometimes understated story despite its ridiculous premise. Wow.
Oh.
What? I just really wouldn't have pegged you for a huge wrestling fan. Nobody does. I get it. I'm the button-down teacher type. I like poetry and art history. I write dissertations on heavy tomes by Russian authors for fun. But I like wrestling. It's a big part of who I am because it's considered kind of lowbrow. I feel like I can't share it with anybody because they'll just make fun of me. Till now, Hugo smiles to himself. Till now. Hugo and I enter the stadium and are directed to the upper level. After grabbing some snacks, we make our way to the top of the stairs. The further up we go, the more my heart sinks. I had thought we had gotten good seats, but by this point the ring looks like a postage stamp. We finally settle into our spots and wait for the match to start. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I got us on tickets on the lower level. I'll go over to Hugo, who apparently didn't even hear me. He's vibrating with excitement. This is so cool. I guess he doesn't mind. I have to admit, I've been too embarrassed to come to one of these things since I was a kid. What's there to be embarrassed about? Everyone here loves wrestling. Plus, who are we even going to see that we know? We're like an hour out of Maple Bay. I guess you're right. So what do we look forward to tonight? Somebody's going to show up. Oh man, the lineup is stacked. All the matches are going to be great. But the one I'm really looking forward to is the Eastern Dragons match. The Eastern Dragon? Yeah, he used to wrestle as Pablo Escobar, but I guess he eventually had to change it. Wrestler names are weird. He's actually an Iranian guy from Utah. Oh, so that's what your shirt's from? Yep, I've been following the guy since his debut in an indie wrestling league, and it's been amazing to see him rise through the ranks and into the professionals. Who's he up against? The corporate shill. Technique-wise, I don't think he's that good of a wrestler, and I don't think the fans like him. Certainly an interesting character, though.
Yes.
The stadium lights dim, and the crowd starts screaming. Butt rock blasts through the sound system, and some pyrotechnics set off around the ring. Ladies and gentlemen... Okay. I should have gotten water, but whatever. Ladies and gentlemen of the sold-out crowd in Mill Creek, Massachusetts. Who's ready to power slam? Massachusetts. Where the fuck are we? Hugo and I scream. We watch two wrestlers, the Southern Dandy and Johnny Snowman, walk out to even more butt rock. The Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a mint julep in the ring before the match. The Southern Dandy mixes and drinks a mint julep in the ring before the match. The crowd eats it up. The Southern Dandy's from Maine. Is Johnny Snowman not from the North Pole? He's from Georgia, actually. After a long match, Johnny Snowman, who's dressed up like a muscular elf, does what Hugo calls a German suplex on the Southern Dandy. Kill him, Joe! Elbow the heck out of him, Johnny. Show that Southern Dandy some North Pole manners. Johnny Snowman does indeed elbow the heck out of him. That's gotta hurt. Oh God, is he okay? Wrestling is a sport of communication. All these guys train together to not only know how to perform moves, but how to respond to them. It allows them to look like they're being hurt, but only be kind of hurt. The crowd cheers as Johnny Snowman pins the Southern Dandy and is announced as the winner. The next match features a wrestler named Generation Y2K who comes out looking like a hipster barista. He takes selfie with fans on the way up to the ring and pauses after everyone to post it onto Instagram. He's really playing up the millennial thing, huh? He's sort of the boogeyman to old-time wrestler fans. His opponent, the old-timer, walks out. Oh. The crowd seems to be divided in who they're rooting for. The old-timer pulls some pretty sweet moves after he takes out a walking cane from under the stage and beats Generation Y2K over the head with it. Up against the ropes, Generation Y2K blinds the old-timer with the flash on his camera phone and is able to pin him to win the match. He takes a celebratory selfie with his unconscious opponent. During a break, Hugo and I leave to get refills from the concession stands. We wind our way through clusters of wrestling fans to get into the line. So, what do you think so far? The wrestling is cool, but I really like seeing you so enthusiastic. It's don't say hot, don't say hot. Cool. You know, I'm kind of surprised. I was sort of expecting the crowd to just be a bunch of aggressive, sweaty older guys, but it's so diverse. I've even seen a bunch of families with their kids. Everyone looks super happy to be here. Oh yeah, that's how I got into wrestling. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me and my brothers to matches all the time. There's one gaggle of kids loitering in the corner that are exceptionally loud, even over the din of the stadium. Looking closer, I can't help but feel like these kids seem familiar. Oh god, I know these kids. The Hugo students. So don't turn around when I tell you this, but some of your students are here. Hugo immediately tenses up. Oh my god, I can't let them see me here. They'll never listen to me ever again. I position myself between the kids and Hugo, hoping that I can act as a human shield. I glance over to the group of children again, and I recognize that Colin kid. He kicks one of his friends in the shin and laughs. Man, that Colin kid is a piece of work. Colin, if he sees me here, he'll never let it go. He's a master manipulator. We have to get back to the relative safety of our seats. There's going to be a mini game here. I'm really mad when I don't know the controls. What's the plan? I don't know. I'm thinking creating diversional program. I turn to Hugo. Hugo, I'm going to draw their attention while they're busy watching me. Run back to the seats and I'll meet you there, okay? Don't get hurt out there. As Hugo begins to leave, I turn to the crowd of people and start stomping around and raising my arms as if I was trying to frighten off a bear. Hey everybody, look at me. I'm a big old wrestling fan who came all the way from Maple Bay to see this event. I wasn't that big of a wrestling fan to begin with, but in the time that I've known it, I've come to find it very endearing. I really enjoy watching those very oily bodies get into fisticuffs and hope that you all have a pleasant evening watching them as well. It's working. All of the people near the concession stands have stopped to look at me. I feel my social anxiety hitting peak levels. There's only a finite amount of time I can keep distracting people. Quick, think of something. Scream. I start screaming as loudly as I can, a long, drawn-out, ah! This is a trick I learned at a young age. If you can scream loud enough, you can pretty much get whatever you want. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot Hugo sneaking through the door. Success. I stop screaming and do a curtsy. Thank you for your time. I run up to Hugo and bed back to our seats. Hugo and I sit down and breathe a huge sigh of relief. Phew, that was close. Now we can hide out for the rest of the night and enjoy ourselves in the comfort of anonymity with a large crowd. The lights dim again. Oh. This is the match we've been waiting for. The corporate shill walks out to the elevator music. He's wearing a three-piece suit and sunglasses. Once he gets to the ring, he takes off his sunglasses and rips the sleeve off his suit jacket, flexing his arms for the crowd. One of the people from his entourage produces a graph chart and sets it up in the center of the ring. The corporate shill grabs a microphone. I got a message for the Eastern Dragon. If you refer to the graph in the center of the ring, you'll see a quarterly projection of how much I'm about to kick your ass. The whole crowd erupts. Now, if you'll direct your attention to the Jumbotron, we all look at the PowerPoint presentation entitled Kicking the Eastern Dragon's Ass Key Performance Indicators. The corporate shield takes a laser pointer and gives a lengthy presentation on just how and why he'll defeat the Eastern Dragon. He showcases several well-utilized clip art graphics. That was informative. The lights dim again and a pan flute music plays. I think it's a pan flute. I'm actually not sure what a pan flute sounds like. The Eastern Dragon walks out and cheers for the crowd. Aren't pan flutes a Central American thing? Hugo shrugs. Oh. Wrestling. The Eastern Dragon stands outside of the ring and grabs a microphone. Corporate Shell, it's nice to see you again. More cheers from the crowd. That was a good presentation. The clip art was a very nice touch. He pointed to the Corporate Shell menacingly. I'm looking forward to a nice, exciting match. The crowd doesn't really know what to do here. He's not the best trash talk, but I promise he's one of the most talented wrestlers you ever see. The match starts and it's just as exciting as Hugo had hyped it up to be. The Eastern Dragon performs some ridiculous aerial stunts that makes me concerned for his safety. He does what Hugo calls a moonsault from the top rope onto the corporate shell. The air in the stadium is electric as these two athletes lock arms and try to demolish one another. I can't help but get into it. The corporate shell pile drives the Eastern Dragon, who looks passed out in the center of the ring. He climbs up to the top of the rope and motions to the crowd, the cheering crowd. Oh no, he's about to do his finishing move, the corporate ladder. The corporate shield poses at the top of the ropes. The Eastern Dragon still isn't moving. Could this be the end of his young career? Get up, Eastern Dragon! You can do it, Eastern Dragon. The corporate shield launches off the top rope in a huge arc. He brings his elbow down on the Eastern Dragon with the full force of a Fortune 500 company, putting local vendors out of business. The corporate shield pins the Eastern Dragon and the match ends. Hugo sinks into his chair. Man, he should have won that. I sit down with Hugo. What a match. It was amazing. I think I'm a fan of wrestling now? Hugo looks over to me and our eyes catch. I'm glad. The event goes on and we have a little downtime before the next match. We decide to just relax in our seats to avoid the middle schoolers. It's unlikely that they would ever find us in the upper level nosebleeds. I look up at the Jumbotron. Oh hey, they're doing the kiss cam thing. It zooms in on a bunch of cute couples who all do a quick smooch to raucous cheers from the crowd. Aw, that's so nice. And then it zooms in on Hugo and I. What? What? What do I do here? I look over at Hugo and he sees the same mortified expression on his face. The entire crowd is chanting and neither of us know what to do. I'm curious as to what all of these things do. Oh no. Do I protect his identity from his students? Fuck it. I slowly lean in, awkwardly tilting my head. Cheers from the crowd erupts all around me. I look up back at the Jumbotron and see a couple behind us making out with full force. Oh. Hugo and I turn beet red and slink back into our chairs.
I don't know.
So much for laying low, I guess. The rest of the match thankfully goes off without incident. Hugo and I eventually laugh off the kiss cam and get back into wrestling. After the show ends, he convinces me to hang back and let the rest of the crowd exit so that we don't risk running into Colin and his awful group of friends. But by the time Hugo and I walk back to his car, most of the wrestling fans have cleared out. The parking lot is surprisingly empty, save for a beat-up car parked a few spots down from us. We rarely keep an eye out for any stray middle schoolers as we hang out by the car. Man, that was an experience. Right? It's one of those things to watch on TV, but there in person, it's just, wow. Thank you again. I never would have gotten to experience this if it weren't for you. It's just me and Hugo in front of the car in an empty parking lot. I look down. Kind of funny about the kiss cam, huh?
Oh.
Yeah, it was super funny, but neither of us are smiling. We look into each other's eyes and I can feel a warmth radiating from my cheeks. We stare at each other for just a little bit too long. Hey, cool shirt! I turn around and see a guy in a hoodie and basketball shorts walking up to us, a duffel bag slung over his shoulder. Oh, I know who this is. I haven't seen one of those in years.
Sweet man,
Oh my god. Yeah, I got it from a trade with this guy from streetmarks.net. I love that website. Someone always posts these awesome, super detailed breakdowns of matches in the indie circuit. Have you seen those? The names like, something. JD Slaminger? Yeah, that's him. Those are my write-ups. You're JD Slaminger? You're kidding. Oh, man, I'm such a huge fan of your work. It's so nice to meet you. The man vigorously shakes Hugo's hand. I'm honored. Oh, man, I wish I could say in chat I have so many questions, but I'll PM you on one of the forums if you ever want to talk shop. Absolutely. The man starts walking away. Hugo coughs nervously to get his attention again. Is there any chance you could sign my shirt? The guy turns around and beams. Sure thing! Wait. It all finally clicks in place for me. You're the Eastern Dragon! I love your work! Thank you, man. The Eastern Dragon signs Hugo's shirt, waves goodbye, and walks to his car. I stand there with my mouth open the entire time. That was the Eastern Dragon. He likes my work. Dude, you're like friends with the Eastern Dragon now. He's gonna PM me. Hugo and I high five. He's so excited he's shaking. Mr. Vega? Oh man. Colin and his cronies just pop up out of nowhere. Oh no, here we go.
Whoa.
Colin, nice to see you and your friends all the way out here. What are you doing here? I don't see a library anywhere near us. I was watching the Power Slam series with my friend. Ha! Mr. Vega likes wrestling? What a fart knocker. Actually, that's pretty cool. Shut up, dickweed. Oh man, that's actually rad as hell. Who were you just talking to? Probably one of your stupid book nerd friends. Actually, he was talking to his good buddy, the Eastern Dragon. All of Colin's friends gasp. Guys, come on, he's lying. There's no way the Eastern Dragon would hang out with these losers. Oh yeah? How did I get this autograph then? Colin's friends lose their minds, screaming their heads off. Colin is red with anger. See you in class, bitch. You can't say that. Who's gonna believe you? You and I hop into the car and to the tune of more children screaming, we laugh all the way home. You just called him bitch. I just spit on my thing. Hugo and I descend the stairs of his home into his wrestling man cave where we both crack a beer. We're both winding down after an exciting evening. So if you were a wrestler, what would your persona be? Hugo answers immediately. JD Slaminger, my forum name. I gotta represent my literary roots. My costume would be a tweed coat, and my finishings would be a catcher in the eye, where I poke my opponent's eyes out and call them a phony. Wow. I've given this a lot of thought. What about you? I would be Bomb Clancy, Mario Patali. Mario Patali. I come out in bright orange Crocs and my hair in a ponytail while I wield a slotted spoon. My finishing move is Don't Forgetty My Spaghetti, where I pin my opponent and force feed them my delicious homemade meatballs. I'm just now realizing that I don't know any of the actual wrestling moves. Also, how gay that sounded. You know, I could teach you some. I smirk. I'm game. Hugo and I square up in the center of the room, ready to go at it. I'll go easy on you. On Mario Patali? Absolutely not. And before I know I'm on the floor, Hugo wraps his legs around me and squeezes. I can't move. This is a figure 4 leg lock. If I were applying full force right now, you'd be in extreme pain. He effortlessly twists around again and grabs my arm. Good lord, he's strong. Any movement on my end is useless. And now this is an arm bar. You're pretty good. You can tap on any time you like. Not chance. Hugo flips around one last time on top of me. He hooks his arm under my leg and presses his body down on my chest. And this is me pinning you. Our faces are inches apart right now. I can't tell if I'm breathing heavily because of the physical activity or because of something else. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Is this gonna get weird? Go for it. Fuck it. I lean forward and kiss Hugo. Who seems just as surprised as I am. I pull back, a little embarrassed, but he kisses me again. He slowly releases his submission on me and cradles my face in his hands. He presses his forehead against mine and we laugh. I guess we both win. Guess so. I pull him back in for another kiss. Do you have any more moves to show me? I think I might have a few. Oh, thought it was gonna get weird. Grill? Nah. Fiscal responsibility? Nah. Mustache? Fuck yeah. Colin? Eh.
I'm JK rolling with delight.
Spandex? Pin? Yeah. Asiago getter. Woo, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, Wyatt. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. What? No. Sorry, sweetie. It's the feds. The life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the U.S. government. Aww. Well, if they think they're going to take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you. Aww. Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda's over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I just wanted to get you a little something. You graduated from high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. Right. No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it would be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Trackers. This is all 19 seasons. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. Hey. Whoa. Well, that got weird. What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Hey. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is. Fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with those crunchies in the middle. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Wyatt! Quizmaster and, like, Spin Master, I guess. Hey, who's ready for a crazy graduation party? You don't have to be on right now, Quinn. It's just the party. What do you mean? It's the, you know what? Keep that energy. Hold it close. You deserve it. Just like me and my loving wife deserve happiness, right? You know it. Wyatt, my dude. Pablo, how's the shirt business going? My bad, I got men's shirt, I got women's shirt, I got tank tops in a variety of sizes, shapes, and colors. Each one of them of fine quality, screen printed with the logo and visage of world-renowned witch house outfit Vacant Vale. Purchasable at most respectable retailers. But more specifically, out of the trunk of my car. I'm also selling my mom's world-famous homemade apple butter. Never stop hustling, Pablo. Baby, you got it. Wyatt. Brian, you made it. Ha, I don't pass up on good Mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad? Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Sure thing, pal. Say, let me know if you ever want to head out on the lake. I'd be happy to pull you out of the drink again. Deep breaths. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over. Hey, bruh!
Oh.
This is a real rager, taking our older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild. Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Me too, dude. Briar and Hazel speak out behind Craig. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thanks for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witnesses. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and once depended on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang it soon, yeah? Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep. Couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year, and I'm sure the kids would love to see you dance moves again. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Hey. Hey.
Oh.
Earl gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
See you later.
Hey.
Hey, man. Matt! Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of right-sized banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. Have you gotten that oregano smell out of your upholstery yet? Still working on it. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. I stare at Lucy and he knows I know, but I am a man of my word. The story of his oregano betrayal will go unsung. Thanks for coming by. Hey. I turn to see Ernest looking like he has something to say. Hey, Ernest. Thanks for being nice to my dad. Whoa. People are really mean to him sometimes. I mean, I guess I am too, but he seems happy when you're around, so that's cool. Well, geez, Ernest, I don't know what to say. You know, I think people got you pegged wrong too. You got a soft side. If you tell anyone about this, or that you saw me weeping at the theater, I'm gonna set your trash can on fire. There it is. Also, you don't know me. Before I can respond, Ernest walks away, a cloud of vapor trailing behind him. Well, that was at least a little pleasant. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on the back of our porch step. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you. For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry. Don't cry. I swear to God, Wyatt, if you cry again. You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping paper off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kind of shocking all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid. Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right? World's best dad. Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of my yard, where Hugo is sitting on a bench beneath the cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me. I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Pops. Amanda runs off to join her friends. Oh, they're friends again? I take a seat next to Hugo as the last guests make their way out of the party. Cool shirt.
Hey.
Thanks, it reminds me of a special night. So the secret's out, huh? Hugo likes wrestling? You know, I was really nervous to come here dressed like this, but everybody in the neighborhood, they were nothing but accepting to me and my hobbies. It turns out that Craig's a huge fan too. And Colin told everyone at school that I'm into wrestling, but it actually backfired on him. Now the kids have a weird sort of respect for me now. A few of them even asked me to be the sponsor for their wrestling club. Not the Olympic wrestling, the wrestling that I like. I actually like both, but there's an important distinction, and I know you know which one I'm talking about. See, just goes to show that there's nothing wrong with being open about what you like. I agree, and as long as I'm being open, I'm also a huge fan of very handsome dads who throw great parties for their kids and who love a good word jumble. I blush. And I'm a big fan of... Quick, think of something clever. Hugo's? This Hugo specifically. Hugo laughs.
Oh.
He drapes an arm around my shoulders and pulls me closer. He plants a soft kiss on my forehead. I'm happy here. Me too. You and I watch the sun dip below the horizon together. Hey, do you think maybe later you could show me some of your wrestling moves? Wyatt, how about I show you my pump handle pile driver? I can't help but giggle. What's that? You'll see. Oh yeah, sexy dad pic. That was Hugo's ending. I don't know if there's like good or whatever ending, so I'm gonna go do everyone's ending, and I'm gonna see if everyone has the same chunks of dialogue, because I'm gonna skip through that then, unless there's something new, and then we can do the ending for each person's ending at that party. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and or subscribe, or don't. It is up to you. You are an independent person after all. And I'll see you all latest.